Yeah, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shin Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, this here is Monday, January 14th, 2019, V-Blog number 2516. Hey, how about that weather? Boy, I tell you, it's been snowing off and on. It quit snowing though. That's what we've been waiting on, for it to quit snowing. And well, when it did, it gave us some. What we got left now, though, is cloudy skies. Areas are freezing, and we got freezing fog. Yeah. And then low's going to be around 26 miles an hour today. Winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, of course, we do have some more snow coming up in the future cast here in about 10 days. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the rundown. Let's see. Tuesday, January 15th, mostly sunny, so that's a good thing. Sun and a few passing clouds, highs near 42 degrees Fahrenheit, winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Tuesday night, January 15th, also a few clouds from time to time, lows near 29 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wednesday, yes, Wednesday. Wednesday, January 16th, cloudy, highs around 37 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable around 5 miles per hour in a northeasterly direction. Occasional light rain, lows near 34, winds light and variable in the night at Wednesday night. Chances of rain 80%. Winds are east at 5 miles per hour. Sorry about that. Thursday, again with the rain, AM rain showers. Rain showers early with overcast skies later in the day. Highs around 41 degrees. Winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation are 80%. And then later on, Thursday night, cloudy, lows near 27 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, January 18th, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. Highs around 40 degrees, winds east to at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, January 18th, Friday night, cloudy with periods of rain, lows near 32 degrees, winds east to northeast at 10 to 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 90%. Rainfall around a half an inch. Saturday, January 19th, watching a potential winter storm. That's right, rain and snow in the morning, turning to all snow in the afternoon. Highs around 35 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation are 90%, so 1 to 2 inches of snow expected. Saturday night, cloudy with snow showers again, mainly during the evening. Lows around 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north at 5 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of snow are 50%. Sunday, January 20th, partly cloudy skies, very cold, highs around 12 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Some clouds early will give way to generally clear conditions overnight. Very cool, uh, lows 1 degree Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, January 21st, of course, you would have, no, actually, that'll be Tuesday before I go to that appointment. Um, let's see, today's 14th. Yeah, Monday, January 21st. Intervals of clouds and sunshine in the morning with more clouds for later in the day. Highs near 28 degrees. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Monday night, considerably cloudy, considerable cloudiness and lows near 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday, cloudy skies, highs near 36 degrees Fahrenheit, winds southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday night, January 22nd, Tuesday night, cloudy skies with late night snow showers. Lows 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of a snow 40%. Snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches. So that'll be in after my appointment, so that'll be a good thing. Good. All right, let's jump off of there. I was going to do some Johnny Horton. Basically, what I was going to do was some Jimmy Driftwood songs, and Johnny Horton done a whole bunch of them. High on a mountain, tell me what do you see? Bear tracks, looking back at me. Better get your rifle, boy, before it's too late, 'cause the bear's got a little pig and he's headed through the gate. He's big and around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. He ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed, and some folks says he looks a lot like me. I saved up my money and I bought some bees, and they started making honey way up in the trees. Cut down the tree, but my honey was gone. Old Slewfoot's done made himself at home. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. And ain't never been caught and he ain't never been treed. And some folks says he looks a lot like me. Winter's coming on and it's 20 below. And the river's frozen over, so where can he go? We'll chase him up the gully, then we'll run him in the well. And we'll shoot him in the bottom just to listen to him yell. He's big round the middle, and he's broad across the rump, running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump, and he ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treed, and some folks says he looks a lot like me. All right, let's try to sing the Bismarck. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if this is a Jimmy Driftwood or not. I know Jimmy Driftwood was a history teacher, and so therefore, Sink the Bismarck sounds like it might come in under one of his genre. So, in May of 1941, the war had just begun. The Germans had the biggest ships, and they had the biggest guns. The Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the seas, and on her deck were guns as big as steers and shells as big as trees. Out of a cold and foggy night came a British ship, the Hood, and every British seaman he knew and understood. They had to sink the Bismarck, the terror of the seas. Stop those guns as big as steers and those shells as big as trees. We'll find the German battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Bismarck, 'cause the world depends on us. Hit the decks a running, boys, and spin those guns around. When we find the Bismarck, we gotta cut her down. The Hood found the Bismarck on that fatal day. The Bismarck started firing 15 miles away. We gotta sink the Bismarck was the battle sound. But when the smoke had cleared away, the mighty Hood went down. For 6 long days and weary nights, they tried to find her trail. Churchill told the people, put every ship to sail. 'Cause somewhere on that ocean, I know she's gotta be. We gotta sink the Bismarck to the bottom of the sea. We'll find the German battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Bismarck, 'cause the world depends on us. Hit the decks a running, boys, and spin those guns around. When we find the Bismarck, we're going to cut her down. The fog was gone the seventh day, and they saw the morning sun. 10 hours away from homeland, the Bismarck had its run. The admiral of the British fleet said, turn those bows around. We found the German battleship, and we're gonna cut her down. The British guns were armed, and the shells were coming fast. The first shell hit the Bismarck. They knew she couldn't last. The mighty German battleship is just a memory. Sink the Bismarck was the battle cry that shook the seven seas. Ooh, we found the German battleship that was making such a fuss. We had to sink the Bismarck 'cause the world was depending on us. We hit the decks a running, boys. We spun those guns around. We found the mighty Bismarck and then we cut her down. We found the German battleship was making such a fuss. We had to sink the Bismarck 'cause the world was depending on us. We hit the decks a running, boys, and we spun the guns around. We fired 'em on that mighty Bismarck, and then we cut her down. All right, here you go. I know this one's Jimmy Driftwood. Well, you fought all the way, Johnny Reb, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb. Saw you marching with Robert E. Lee. You held your head high, trying to win the victory. You fought for your folks, but you didn't die in vain. Even though you lost, they speak highly of your name, 'cause you fought all the way, Johnny Reb, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb. I heard your teeth chatter from the cold outside. Saw the bullets open up the wounds in your side. I saw the young boys, they began to fall. You had tears in your eyes 'cause you couldn't help it at all. But you fought all the way, Johnny Reb, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb. I saw General Lee raise a saber in his hand. Heard the cannons roar as you made your last stand. You marched in the battle of the gray and the red. When the cannon smoke that cleared the days to count the dead, 'cause they fought all the way, Johnny Rebs, Johnny Rebs. They fought all the way, Johnny Rebs. When Honest Abe heard the news about your fall, the folks thought he'd caught a great victory ball, but he asked the band to play the song Dixie for you and Johnny Reb and all that you believed. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb, Johnny Reb. You fought all the way, Johnny Reb. It's not exactly what I was thinking as far as the correct corresponding song. I do not know. How about there is a valley up on by the old North Pole where old Sam McGee died in such search of gold. Whenever I wander in memories, I see the smoke from the pipe of Sam McGee. He sees the smoke from the pipe of Sam McGee. We had wandered way up there above the Klondike. Wait a minute, this ain't right. This ain't right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try this again. Okay, here we go. There's a valley up on by the old North Pole where old Sam McGee died in search of gold. Wherever I wander in memories, I see the smoke from the pipe of Sam McGee. We had wandered way up above the Klondike, where we found the mighty mountain made of gold. There old Sam, he got sick and made me promise that if he died, I wouldn't leave him in that cold. The next morning he was cold and stiff and lifeless, so I dragged him 40 days upon my sled, till I found a pile of driftwood in the valley. It was there where I got the notion in my head. I took out my matches and I built me a fire, and I laid old Sam upon the funeral pyre. Well, he sat up grinning with his pipe in his mouth, and he sang, whoa, whoa, this is mighty like the South. He sang, whoa, whoa, this is mighty like the South. The flames around him had a heavenly glow, and the northern lights was just one big rainbow. He sat there grinning with his pipe in his mouth, and he sang, whoa, whoa, this is mighty like the South. He sang, whoa, whoa, this is mighty like the South. All right, this one I know. In 1814, we took a little trip along the Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-comin'. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began a-runnin' on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. Well, we looked down the river and we seen the British come, and they must have been 100 of 'em beating on a drum. They stepped so high that they made their bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales and didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a-comin'. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more, but they began a-runnin' on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Go. Oh, Hickory said we could take 'em by surprise. If we didn't fire our muskets till we looked 'em in the eyes. We held our fire till we saw their faces well. Then we opened up with squirrel guns and really gave 'em well. We fired our guns and the British kept a-comin'. We fired once more and they wasn't nigh as many as they was a while ago. We fired once more and they began a-runnin' and down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Go. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch 'em on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired our cannons till the barrels melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind, and when we touched off the powder, well, the gator lost his mind. Well, we fired our guns and the British kept a-comin'. Well, there wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began a-runnin' on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. They ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles. They ran through the places where the rabbits couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch 'em on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Up, dip, 3, 4, sound off, 3, 4. Up, dip, 3, 4, sound off, 3, 4. Up, dip, 3, 4. Sound off. 3. Alrighty then. Hey, look out, my friends. That looks like it brings us to our point in time of the Daily Bread. Today's Daily Bread is brought to you by odb.org. That is our dailybread.org organizational foundation. Yes, and they rely on the donations of people like you and me who like to catch the word of the Lord each and every day. So if you would be so gracious to sign in, and throw a little support their way every now and again, they can surely spread the word of the Bible all around the world. Okay, let's see. Today's devotion is called Hope's Sure Foundation. You'd be surprised at where you might find a solid foundation. I'm going to be reading today, I'll be reading Hebrews 11, 1 through 6. But you'd be surprised at where you might find hope's solid foundation. You can find it in any place, such as even an animal. Let's say you've got an animal who is steadfast to stay and do what he's been taught to do. As a matter of fact, we left our dog, Sophrona, at one point in time in our house when we went on vacation. Now, Sophrona knew. Now, Sophrona was a German Shepherd Collie mix. And Sophrona knew better. She knew that she was not supposed to poop or pee in the house. Now, of course, we had the next door neighbor coming over to feed Sophrona diligently, and he would show up each and every day to put out food and water for Sophrona. But she had never ate the food. He could not figure it out. One day he did hear Sophrona making a racket upstairs. So he went up the stairs and opened the upstairs door. Sophrona ran past him, went out down the basement stairs, out the basement door, and went to the bathroom promptly. There was no poo or pee found in the house. This was 2 to 3 days that the dog had held it, knowing diligently that someone would come to her rescue, and with faith she held on, knowing that somebody at some point in time would come to her rescue and open that door. Got me to thinking today about my own faith. Do I have that kind of faith? Can I wait? Can I hope? Can I just rely on the Father God to do as he promises me that he will do? Yes, I can. And I hope that you can too. Now, I hope later on that you follow me on the Bible with Briscoe and catch Genesis 33 through 35 and Matthew 10 through 1 through 20. So here we go. Hebrews 11, 1 through 6. In Hebrews 11:1, we are, here, we'll just do it this way. Hebrews 1 through 6 in the NIV. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope and assurance about what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith we understand that commended for. By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. By faith Abel brought God a better offering than Cain did. By faith he was commended as righteous. When God spoke well of his offspring, and by faith Abel still speaks, even though he is dead. Abel still speaks even though he is dead. By faith Enoch was taken from his life, so that he did not experience death. He could not be found because God had taken him away. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists, and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. There you go. That's faith in action. That's Hebrews 11, 1 through 6. Okay, I've got one more song for you, and that would be, well, goodbye, my friends, it's the time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are ya? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know God loves you and so do I, so come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here and I hope you are too.